You guys want to know what the worst question is that I always get asked all the time? Corbin, why don't you like roller coasters and why don't you like bungee jumping? And my only answer can be, I am a total bitch. Corbin, don't you like to challenge yourself? No. But don't you like to go out of your boundaries just for like a second? No. But isn't conquering fears part of your life? No. Kind of. I'm gonna tell you why bungee jumping is my worst fear and I hate it so much. Oh, and you guys have probably seen the new decor. This is little Mr. Pipsqueakerton. He's so small, he's like a poodle. Every once in a while he will sing, but I don't think he's in the mood to do that right now. Now, I will admit that bungee jumping is one of the craziest things I have done in my life. That is true. If you know me, you know that I do not like risks at all. Everything that I do in parkour and everything like that, I am taking risks, but I'm taking risks based off of what I know I can do. And the same thing for roller coasters also. And you're safe. You are safe. That's for the most part. I'm the type of kid back in the day, back in my childhood, where I would always look over the worst stuff that you could find of anything. Videos of how a bungee cord snaps or something like that, just to see what's the worst thing that could happen. And I'm about to look down. I think of every one of those videos. I almost research it too much. Let's go to the first video where I'm basically being called a bitch. You know how I'm basically being called a bitch? Because the title of Elton's video is the first person to quit TFIL, Australia Day 1. I try to tell him so many times that it's a control thing.
You don't think you're scared to bungee jump?
Yeah, you're too scared to bungee jump? Yeah, because they're completely different things. What I just did was like a backflip, right? And I'm hitting that backflip, okay, I land, I'm all good. But then I'm trusting this dude that I've never met in my entire life, and I'm out here in Australia Day 1 after a 14-hour flight, and then we just get right onto it. Elton just says, hey, you know what we're gonna do right now? Let's go bungee jump. Yeah, that's great. Hands. Oh my god. You could see it in my face right there. If you just look right at my face, that is the most serious face I can make. I give you like a slight smile, but in reality, I am just shivering in my bones. Corbin, come on in, Mike.
Corbin, backflip your way into the fucking cage. Backflip your way into the harness.
Elton is one of the worst motivators out there.
I'm completely fine with saying I'm a bitch for this. I'm not.
I was a bitch for that. It's a really scary thing to do. That's why people want to do it. It's like an adrenaline thing. People call me like an adrenaline junkie sometimes. I'm really not. I don't know, adrenaline to me is just, it cringes me. It makes me feel super weird.
Do we just need to pick him up and drag him in there?
He's trying to grab me now. These two dudes are trying to catch me.
You're option right now to jump off without the camera or jump off. You're actually gonna go off the edge. No, I don't want to do this.
So ready to just run down the stairs right there. I thought I could juke him out for a second.
No, please, dude, please. Corbin, I told you Elton's gonna make you.
Look at that smile. That smile right there. That's not a smile. More of a, I hate you so much and let go of me.
Corbin, we believe in you, buddy. I know.
Oh my god, look at my hand. I will not let go of that for shit. He's got it. Oh, that's when he put it on the Patreon. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh my god. Just seeing Fitz do that. That's so gnarly. That is massive. Oh my god. It's 150 feet. You actually land in the water, which is the worst thing. It's like a small pond. It's beautiful, but it's a small freaking pond. After that first video, I went down, but I was so mad at myself for not jumping. I take pride in the fact that I won't do anything crazy. Everything that I do should be controlled. I will not do something unless I know that I can do it. I went back to the RV and I stayed there for like an hour. Then Elton came out and he's like, dude, I was just trying to push you. Cool. Cool, dude. The next morning, we wake up, Elton tells me, hey, we're going back because you didn't jump yesterday. I'm thinking to myself in the back of my head like, this is not good. Still, I needed to kind of do it, just to do it, you know, just kind of get through it. Commitment is tough, and I have commitment issues. Bungee jumping and relationships.
Gentlemen, this place looks awfully familiar. I feel like we were maybe here. Oh, I remember you jumped off of it. Oh yeah. I think I did. You jumped off.
I think I did,
I
yeah.
think that's like, are you gonna give me no credit for the swing? I did the swing.
That day I did the swing. Not nearly as high as the bungee jump, but it was pretty scary. I did it a couple times just to like say to myself, you know, oh, you could do it if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give you credit for that.
Those animals, I forgot what they were called, but they were all in the trees, and whenever you're in Australia, especially in Cairns, you hear them everywhere. It's like a, that's not what it sounds like at all actually.
The first time.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, and you hear that everywhere.
A redemption? Well, first we gotta call it a puss out.
Yeah, he's right.
None of us are jumping until he jumps today. Nobody's jumping until you do. We got 30 days here.
Heath was the nice guy. He was the dude that's like, hey, dude, you're all good. What was that flip? What happened there? A little bipolar action? I'm not sure. He's a good guy though. This is one thing that the video doesn't show you. The stairs. It's like 10 stories of just stairs. And so even when I wanted to just go in and commit and just be like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go for it right now. You get to like halfway. Obviously it's all open and everything. You can see everything around you. But then as soon as you look over the road, you're like, oh crap, that's really high. And then you look up and you're like halfway. It's the worst thing in the world.
Alright, we making bets right now? I think he doesn't jump.
Making bets on if I jump or not. I jumped, bitch. I wasn't listening to anything Elton was saying. I wasn't listening to Heath. I get like into these zones where I get kind of secluded, and the only thing I think about is just the jump. That's all I think about. Just jumping, and that's it.
Ready to give another crack? Alright, brother.
That was the least energetic sure I've ever made in my life. Ah! And you couldn't walk either, you had to jump. There it is. If I didn't do it first try, I would not do it at all. When they said like 3, 2, 1, just out and about. And the water was so refreshing.
Yeah, he fucking did! Oh my god! Hey, I did it!
I felt like I was on drugs. Maybe it was adrenaline, maybe it was like the dopamine or whatever in my brain. But as soon as I did it, I just like, I couldn't talk properly.
Mike, that was done. Woo!
Oh yeah, and also I ate a lot of Airheads. So that tongue that I had, yeah, that's all blue Airheads right there.
That was good, yeah, you know, the key was not looking at the ground.
So true, so true. Don't look at the ground. You look at the ground, you're not gonna do it. Unless you're not a bitch.
I have the most psychologically fucking boxing thing I've ever had to do ever. I'm glad I did it, but I don't like it.
I'm glad I did it, but I don't like it. That is some words to remember. It puts you in a mental barrier where it's just like, there's no way that I can get around that. That was one of the hardest things to overcome, and I'm really happy that I did that day.
That took me, like I barely slept last night.
No, I know that.
I don't think I did sleep that night. I was pissed at myself. You might have best friends, but until you experience something that's really scary to you, that really kind of bonds you in a certain way. All right. Well, there it is. That's what TFIL does to you. You know, I know it's the fun in life list. Whenever you're out on a trip or something like that, you really have to conquer something. It's one of those things you have to confront and just do. And that's one of the things that Elton does to you that really is pretty crazy. If you really want it enough, then you're not gonna let that mental block stop you from doing what you want to do. And of course, I actually do want feedback. So here's a little bit of a challenge. I want you guys to send me something, maybe Instagram, maybe Twitter or something like that. Something that really scared you that you actually did anyway. Something that actually like took you a lot of time, mental strain, and just really did it. If you're the first person to send me that, then I want to have like an in-depth conversation with you about it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.